Hazy sun and clouds with stray flurries possible on Friday. Good Thursday night, East Tennessee. David Aldridge, Captain Accurate here from the Captain Accurate Weather Command Center. Well, we fell to 14 this morning at 5 a.m., but curiously, we popped up to 18 at 6 a.m. and then back to 15 at 7 a.m. So during the live stream, we were at 18, but most of us fell in the heart of the valley in the middle teens. There were some colder numbers. I'm looking at Sevierville at 10. That's also Pigeon Forge, and 12 is the low temperature in Newport. They fell to 14 degrees in Crossville in the heart of Cumberland County. You take a look at the high temperatures today. We hit the mark of what I was expecting, which was 41. 42 was the high in Oak Ridge, but only 39 in Newport, Morristown, and Crossville. The high temperature today put us within, 7. We were 7 degrees below normal. Normal high is 48. Normal low is 30. We started off at 14. That occurred just after 8 o'clock this morning. Again, and the peak wind gust, as I expected, 20 to 25, had a gust of 22. High temperatures hit 46 today in Nashville, Jackson, and 48 in Memphis. So there's a sign that things are actually warming up. But tomorrow, we're going to be more like our friends in Johnson City. Some of the cooler air, mid to upper 30s, are expected on Friday. And you can already see the hint. Not saying all this reaches the ground, but there's a hint of some flurries just north of Nashville, west of Nashville, and it's drifting in this direction. Let's go ahead and take a look at that radar image. Now, we're just approaching 8:30 tonight, but one thing you'll notice is it looks like we've got some flakes approaching Fentress County. Is this verifying? We'll have to find out. Maybe a few flakes north and south of Cookeville. So it's already beginning to march into the picture. Some of us may have some stray flakes overnight tonight, and then we'll see that pattern continuing on the day tomorrow. But that's just one picture. Let's see if we can take a look at the Nashville radar image. Yeah, there's a little blue there, maybe just south of Burkesville, maybe just north of Gainesboro, but not a whole lot to see locally, at least not yet, as the Ultimate Doppler radar presented by your local Marco's Pizza does not show anything falling from the sky. In fact, over the last 8 hours, looks pretty quiet. If you're looking for a late night snack, maybe dinner hasn't been served yet, you can have delivery. Marcos.com. Check them out at Hardin Valley, Farragut, Maryville, Fountain City, Halls, Oak Ridge, Middlebrook Pike, and Ebenezer Road. They give back to East Tennessee Children's Hospital. You gotta love that. And they have a magnificent pizza idea called the Pepperoni Magnifico. For less than $10, you can also grab what I also love is the Deluxe. Oh, yes, the Deluxe has pepperoni, Italian sausage, mushrooms, green peppers, and onions, in addition to the original sauce and the signature 3 cheeses. Check them out. All meat variety, garden variety. Pick out your favorite pizza. Marco's is the place to go. And already seeing some flurries develop. They weren't even there a few hours ago. Isn't that interesting? So we've got enough moisture, and sometimes those flakes are hard to detect because the reflectivity is so minute, so fine and small, it doesn't always show up on radar. But in the composite image, you can see some of that blue, mainly west of Nashville, but some of it is working its way toward Jamestown. Bigger picture shows the snow that did fall in the deep south. They're still reeling from some cold weather advisories. That's more affecting the wind chill. And I'm sure the orange juice growers down there are not too happy with the way winter has played out thus far. Still some snow downwind of the Great Lakes and some snow across parts of Montana, but really pretty quiet elsewhere. Our high temperature today, I mentioned, was 41. We've had only 2.09 inches of rain for the month, rain and melted snow. Keep in mind, we did get a revised number from the Weather Service from that January 10th Friday snow, 4.9. But even still, the drought monitor, which comes out weekly, came out this morning. So pick out your favorite county. Have you improved, or has it gotten worse? I'd say there's probably been some improvement for Tazewell, Rogersville, and areas north of Jefferson City. But they're still abnormally dry in Seymour, Sevierville, Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg, and also Maryville. But once you go into downtown Knoxville, that's labeled as a moderate drought in light brown. Farragut, Karnes, Hardin Valley, and Oak Ridge are in the severe drought, as is Lenoir City. Jellicoe has been removed from any abnormally dry conditions, as has most of southeast Kentucky. But our friends in Bean Station look better than Morristown. Morristown is considered abnormally dry in yellow. That covers all of Greene County. And if you move westward, it's the Crabfield or the Fairfield Glade and Crab Orchard areas that are in the extreme drought. That includes Wartburg, Spring City, and Dayton. They could really use some rain, and it's been going on like this for weeks, if not months now, going back to autumn of 2024. Other hot spots for dry weather would be South Jersey. Looks like Vegas, even though they're a desert, they're considered under an extreme drought, even by desert standards. and you can see some dry areas in red across the upper plain states. Temperatures as of 8 o'clock are in the mid-30s. We should be not falling down into the low 20s tonight. But with 35 degrees, more clouds on the increase tonight, I don't expect to drop much lower than 22. 31 current temperature in Crossville as of 7 o'clock Central Time. But these are the wind speeds. We got 6, we got 1, so the wind chill feels like it's 28 in Crossville at the present time, 30 in Knoxville as of the time of this recording, and again, 27 in Newport. Here are my headlines. Colder on Friday by a little bit. Stray flurries are certainly going to be on the table as we see them now developing. Highs this weekend in the 40s. That's nice. Highs in the mid-50s by mid-next week, which is really nice, so that might be a Go Team Spring notion, but fear not. Team Snow will have something to cheer as we go back, I think, into February. Look at these temperatures. You know how cold it was in Destin? Well, it's still 35. We're the same temperature as Destin, Florida. What about that? What do you say about that? It's actually 10 degrees warmer in Orlando. They're at 45. But the temperature gradient still pretty strong, given the fact they have snow cover. They have a snow pack. So temperatures are still in the 30s in New Orleans, mid-30s in Destin, and 29 in Myrtle Beach. And the wind chills aren't much better. They're still purple in Denver and single digits in Madison, Wisconsin. So it feels like it's 32 in Destin, Florida, which is, of course, a very popular beach destination for East Tennessee. I do know that. Snow potential heading into tomorrow. Everyone's fair game for a flake. I mean, 0.1, really? Are we going to get 0.1? Well, maybe. I mean, this is what the model's trying to figure this out, right? It's trying to solve the Sudoku puzzle of snow. And in this case, it may be just some flurries. Nuisance flakes tomorrow. Everyone's fair game. Doesn't show up in Athens, but that doesn't mean you couldn't get some. Doesn't show up necessarily in Tellico Plains, but again, I think everybody's fair game for some stray flurries tomorrow. Once this trough, which is kickstarting some of these flakes, moves away, we'll see some improvement, maybe not at 12:15 in the afternoon, but certainly for the drive home, it looks like it does go back to being dry. And we'll see, I think, a mostly sunny day on Saturday. That's my expectation. Saturday's high, 45, mostly sunny, which is nice. But by Sunday, we'll see more clouds, highs around 47. Hey, that's a big improvement given the fact that today was just 41. So we'll be in the mid-40s. The precipitation you see in Nashville Sunday morning, I think is going to be much further south. I repeat, the rain and snow and what looks like a mix in Nashville, they're in pink, I think it's going to be further south toward Huntsville. I don't have any precip on Sunday. I know it's crazy, but I just don't agree with this model. I think some of the ideas here are maybe outlandishly weird, so we'll keep an eye. This is the way I think it's going to be like all day on Monday. It's going to be south, and if we get some spotty rain on Monday, that would cover it. But it is interesting. I can disagree with the models that I present you, but there are differences in opinion. And one of those would put some of the snow and drops in our region by this Sunday, Monday. I just don't see it. 22 degrees, the low temperature tonight. Clouds increase. We're already seeing some stray flurries late. And look at this. Tonight we're down to 20, Morristown, 20 in Wartburg, 19 degrees in Crossville. Look at the Friday forecast, 38. Hazy, sun and clouds, some stray flakes. Some flurries will be on the move. Winds pick up 5 to 15. Highs only in the 30s tomorrow for places like Athens. Tellico Plains, 39 and 38 for Newport. Will be more likely in the lower 30s for our friends in Scott County and Bell County, Kentucky. Here's your Captain Accurate Weather Authority forecast for Knoxville, East Tennessee. Turning a bit milder on Saturday, but it's a cold start at 19. And notice the low temperatures get well improved, much improved, because we're in the upper 20s. By later in the weekend and next week, we'll have lows around 30, 32. So look at that, 56 degrees on Wednesday. Some people are going to want to take off from work just to go outside and have some extra time in the sun. I think why not? It's a good reason to be outside when it's warmer. Well, my name is David Aldrich. Be sure to pick up the Captain Accurate Weather app with Pete Michaels Traffic. You get all the weather reports plus traffic all in one app. Just search the 2 words Captain Accurate at the App Store and Google Play. Well, my name is David Aldrich. Some people call me Captain Accurate. It's not easy being accurate, so weather doesn't surprise you. We'll see you here next time. Take care.